Welcome back to Winners and Losers, where we take a look at all the results from around the world. The regular boys are over in India for a secret project, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Pato, how's your weekend?
It was good. I saw Coco. It was good. I saw Hamilton. It was great. I didn't watch the football.
I watched the rugby actually in a pub. It was half decent.
You'd have been better at rugby than football.
Oh, mate, that's another story for another day.
Shocking at football.
Anyway, Pato, we go to the talking point. What is it? And give me some info.
It's Arsenal being That's our talking point this week, which could be our talking point every week, but they lost to Man City 3-0 in the Carabo Cup Final. To be honest, they were just second best all day. Gary Neville said the team was spineless. He labelled 3 or 4 of the players an absolute disgrace.
Oh, Christ.
Fans were leaving after 60 minutes. It was just like, it was just such a perfect encapsulation of Arsenal. I'm delighted with it. And I think there's a video of Arsene Wenger, right?
Yeah.
We go to that?
Not too happy.
Is, though, the subject of defending something that you need to improve on and improve on quickly if you're to bring silverware this season, given that Europe now seems your only option for that?
When you lose 3-0, you have, of course, to look at defending better. I still feel sometimes for periods in the game we defend very well and suddenly we lose a little bit concentration, and against quality teams you pay for it.
Did you feel, though, today at Arsenal that they showed enough application to win this game?
I feel so, yes. It's not the application that missed. I think these lapses of concentration that missed in important moments of the game, but I believe we will be unlucky as well when I speak to you about the second goal. I just watched it again. It was an important goal in this game, and for me it was 100% offside.
Okay, so in that interview you saw Wenger dodge a couple of questions about his defence. But what's wrong, you may be asking? Well, I will tell you. Arsene Wenger's net spend in the 21 years he's been at the Gunners is £349 million. Pep Guardiola at City, in his 21 months there, £371 million. Now, in the 12 games they've played so far in 2018, Arsenal have kept 2 clean sheets whilst conceding 20 goals. 3 of them against Ostersunds.
This is just normal.
It's not great. And on top of that, they're conceding 10.7 shots per game. Now, Arsenal's most expensive defender, Mustafi, for £37 million. Then, it's Callum Chambers for £18 million. City's, however, most expensive, Laporte, for £58 million. Then, if you add Walker, Otamendi, Mendy and John Stones, they all costed over £40 million. Every single one of them.
What's your point? Just that
My point
Arsenal should
is
spend more money on defenders.
Literally.
But the £37 million we spent on Mustafi, he's shocking.
Yeah, I know.
Like 70 million on Mustafi and Xhaka is like one of the biggest bullshit idiot spunkings of cash in Premier League history. It's so dumb. For that money, we could have just like bought Sunderland and then like, I don't know,
use them as a development
burnt them down and use the insurance money to buy a better club.
But then you add the fact that your number one keeper is Petr Cech and he's 35 years old.
Yeah, Juventus' number one keeper is Gianluigi Buffon. He's 40.
That's Buffon.
Yeah, I know.
Cech's completely different.
Yeah,
He's
so
gone.
then your argument's not that he's old. Your argument's that he's
Yes.
And no one denies
the
that.
Whole defense
He's
of
obviously
Arsenal. The whole defence of Arsenal at the moment is terrible. And last night, Arsene Wenger, I think, lost the dressing room. Xhaka, Ramsey and Ozil were all just walking when when Arsenal conceded the 3rd goal. And in the interview as well, you saw that Wenger wasn't happy with the second, which was Sané's, with Sané being offside. But that's a load of rubbish. That does not matter.
Yeah.
On the day, City were a lot better than Arsenal. However, we're going to go to the streets of London. Olivia is going to be asking the people of London, what's going wrong with Arsenal?
Hi guys, we're here in freezing cold London to find out what on earth is going on at Arsenal Football Club after that horrific performance at the weekend. Can you tell me what on earth is happening at Arsenal Football Club at the moment?
It's a good question. It's pretty disappointing, pretty appalling.
Arsene Wenger.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Very good answer.
It's true though.
He needs to go.
Suppose so.
Yeah.
Till Arsene Wenger quits, I don't think anything's going to be right with Arsenal. He needs to go, and immediately. This time I don't think we're going to be qualifying for the Europa League also.
No. what about if they win it? Do you reckon they've got a
Yeah,
chance?
I don't think they'll have a chance of winning the Europa League.
Do you think Wenger needs to go?
Yes. Wenger out, really.
Wenger out?
Yeah, it's got to go.
Yeah, it's got to that point. I felt like I was being a bit like Ty from Arsenal Fan TV. I was really Wenger in. I wanted him to stay,
That's
but
horrific.
when you keep seeing performances like that, he's got to go. It looks like he's got to go.
Who would you replace him with?
Right now, anyone seems a better option than Arsene Wenger.
Maybe Pellegrini.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe Arteta in the future.
That's a good shout.
Learn some stuff, exactly, yeah. Maybe we'll win a game.
What the
And if you could sum up their current situation in one word, what would it be?
A mess.
You stupid.
A mess.
Miserable.
Abysmal. Terrible.
Yeah, Ian Wright said of Arsene Wenger's decline at Arsenal, it's like witnessing the ageing Muhammad Ali or watching Brazil's Ronaldo when he got fat. Actually, no, it isn't. When Ronaldo got fat, he got fat supposedly because of a thyroid issue and because he had knee problems, so he couldn't exercise enough. Muhammad Ali got old because he is not outside the passage of time.
He's mortal.
He's subject to the laws of physics like the rest of us. Arsene Wenger could actually have come up with new tactical systems over the years. He could have changed the way that he plays. Look at a guy like Jupp Heynckes, who's just come out of retirement at Bayern, and he still looks like he can coach a top-level side. And he was doing that 20 years ago. And there's a reason for that, because he wasn't arrogant enough to assume that his way of playing was always going to work. After these games, we always see people criticise individual players. They say, oh, well, Ozil was anonymous today, or we barely saw Aubameyang, or Ramsey was poor. And the thing is, except for players like Mustafi and Xhaka, who are genuinely like dog shit, I think that it's because good managers come up with ways to nullify our best players, and Wenger is not now a sufficiently good tactician to find ways to get around those tactical kind of intricacies. If you look at the way that Conte's Chelsea played against Barcelona, this is a Chelsea that are kind of out of sorts at the moment. They were still able to execute a game plan, and it almost worked. They could have gone through against Barcelona.
One slight error.
So I don't know. I don't think that Wenger has that ability. I don't think that he's able to put together a system to beat the top level managers. And he also has been unwilling to give room for a director of football or whatever to build a squad for him, which might be capable of playing the way he wants to play. Maybe if we'd had, a guy like Monchi for the last 5 to 10 years, then we actually would have bought some players who could play in Arsene Wenger's system. But because he insists on being a scout and director of football and manager and first team coach and all these things, it means that he has to carry responsibility for everything that goes wrong with the side. He needs to leave. I've thought that he's going to leave in the summer all year long, to be honest.
You have.
I think that this is just this pretty much confirms that. The only thing I don't understand is our fans who are like, oh, well, after this, I'm Wenger out. It's like, really, after we lose 3-0 to the best team in Europe at the moment, you're Wenger out? Like, the time that I thought maybe this was bad was when we lost to the bottom team in the league 3-1. Like, comfortably lost to Swansea. Made Sam Clucas look like Rivaldo. Anyway, I don't know how you gooners out there feel about it. But to be honest, I'm just bored of it. Kind of like Gary Neville said, the thing we always had was we played good football, and now we don't have that. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. But to be honest, this is the end of the road for Wenger, and it can't come soon enough.
So, seeing as we just spoke about them, let's actually talk about the match. As we know, City beat Arsenal 3-0 to win Pep Guardiola's first ever trophy at City. And some would say it was foretold, as before this game, Arsenal had lost the most League Cup finals out of anyone, losing 5 out of 7, now 6 out of 8. Jack Wilshere, not a good day at the office, dispossessed 3 times, as many times as all of the City players combined, and Mustafi had a terrible game. He only made 1 tackle, the lowest in the Gunners' defence. He had the 3rd lowest passing completion rate in his team, and his error led to City's first goal. Pato, tell me some more about the winning side, though.
City were pretty dominant in this game, 12 shots to 5. They had 3 shots on target, and all of them went in, whereas Arsenal had 2 shots on target and obviously couldn't find the back of the net. Claudio Bravo created a chance in this game. That's as good as any Arsenal player on the pitch. And that turned into an assist when Sergio Aguero out-muscled Mustafi. It was actually a great game for the kind of City old guard. Aguero, Silva and Vinny Kompany. And to be honest with you, I saw the Kompany goal and I genuinely like smiled.
Yeah.
I was sort of he was
heart
so
touching.
happy.
It was heart touching.
Like I f***ing love Vinny Company, but yeah, to be honest, like Arsenal were never going to get near them on the day. David Silva, absolutely outrageous. 77 touches, 91% pass completion, 3 tackles won, 2 chances created, 1 take on completed, 1 shot, 1 goal. His first ever goal in the League Cup. And a great day for Company as well. 6 tackles and interceptions, absolutely outstanding. 5 clearances as well. City look like they're on track at the very least to get a League Cup and League double. Could add the Champions League to that as well, which would be an odd sort of treble. What do you guys think? Will they manage to finish the season with 3 trophies? Let us know in the comments below.
We move on to our first loser at the suggestion of Swagato Sakar. And it wasn't a good day at the office for Chelsea, was it, Pato?
No. Antonio Conte thinks that it's going to be hard for them to finish top 4 after they lost 2-1 away at Old Trafford to Man United. They're now down in 5th. They're 2 points behind Spurs. They have 1 win in their last 4 league games, while in comparison, Tottenham are on a 10-game unbeaten streak. Now, Willian, once again, showing why he should be in that first team. He put them ahead, but they came back through Lukaku and Jesse Lingard scoring from a Lukaku assist. Let's have a look at Willian's numbers, though, because he didn't really deserve to be on the losing side here. 4 shots, 3 on target, 81% pass accuracy, which is really, really good for a forward. 8 out of 10 dribbles completed. And Morata as well, very good. First start for 6 weeks, but he hit the bar early on. He had a late goal ruled out for offside, even though he appeared to be on.
It was.
This game could, to be honest, have gone either way, and a draw might have been a fairer result. Chelsea had 56% possession. They had 14 shots to 10, 7 on target to 5. But in the second half, United roared back into it. And you've got to give Mourinho credit for doing that. And maybe you've got to criticise Conte a little bit for some of his tactical changes. Chelsea have lost back-to-back away Premier League matches for the first time since 2015, which was actually under Mourinho during that rough spell that got him fired again. And they lost for the first time in 22 matches, having scored first. The last time that happened was back in April in defeat against Crystal Palace when the league was already won. So some unpleasant kind of predictive statistics in there. You'd worry a little bit about how the rest of the season's going to go.
Yes. To United's credit, second half, they were much better and maybe slightly just deserved the win. As we said, it was a massive win for United as they're now second, 2 points ahead of Liverpool. And it was a huge day for the Belgian up front, Lukaku, who prior to this game against the top 6 sides, had played 6 this season, had no goals and only had 4 shots on target. Whoa. But today, or yesterday, he had 5 shots, the most on the entire pitch, 3 on target, 1 goal and 1 assist. He performed in the big game. Now, United have now won 2 of their last 3 matches against CFC, 1 more than they managed in their previous 14 combined. Jesse Lingard got United's second goal. He now has 13 goals in 35 games this season, the second most at United behind Lukaku's 22. And to his credit, he's not known for his heading. The movement for his goal was very good. Next up, United play Crystal Palace away next Monday, whilst Chelsea travel to City on Sunday. I don't know how to feel
Barcelona.
about this. I don't know how to feel about this. I will take 2 losses for United and City to beat Barcelona. The league's gone. I don't think we're even going to get top 4 at the moment. I'm very worried. I'm very worried.
But you're not going to win the Champions League either.
You will.
Heard it here first. Back to our winners, and we've got Liverpool. This comes from at Liverpool Gutta 1. What happened to them? Because I literally haven't even looked at the scores.
Well, they beat West Ham 4-1 and are basically
West
now
Ham.
confirmed in the top 4 as they have 4 points.
Of course, they should be the winners after beating West
Chelsea.
Ham.
Yeah. Well,
How old was West Ham's defence in this game?
Oh, mate.
What about 50?
Evra and Zavaleta both playing. It's brilliant. Anyway, it was another high-scoring game with usual suspects Salah, Firmino and Mane all scoring, along with Emre Can, who basically looks like he's off to Juventus in the summer.
That's not good enough.
Liverpool have now scored 4+ goals in 3 consecutive Premier League games versus a single opponent for the first time since they did so against Norwich between 2012 and 2013. Now, Liverpool also the second Premier League team to score 100 goals in all competitions this season after Manchester City, who are currently on 111. And look, it's not surprising. They had 68% possession, 21 shots, 12 on target. That's stupid. Anyway, look, Mohamed Salah got another goal and an assist. The Egyptian is now on 23 league goals, one behind Harry Kane. And look, 7 of Liverpool's players created at least 2 chances. Robertson got 3, Firmino got 3, and Oxlade-Chamberlain got 4. And one man whom you may have not noticed in this match was James Milner, who completed 9 tackles and 2 interceptions. However, Pato doesn't look too pretty for West Ham, does it?
No, but I mean, like, who cares? They're playing against a really good Liverpool side, and I think their fullbacks had a combined age of about 69.
Yeah, it's not good.
Which was not as nice as it sounds. Like, David Moyes, in his 15th game at Anfield, 8 defeats, 7 draws, 0 wins. In fact, his record against Liverpool, Arsenal, United and Chelsea away from home, 54 games, 0 wins.
Not good.
That is a quality figure, whoever's pulled that out. Anyway, the Hammers have now won 2 of their last 7 in the Premier League. They're down in 13th. That's 3 points above the relegation zone. But to be honest, I do feel like the ship has been steadied. I do feel like Moyes has done a good job. And somebody made this point on Twitter over the weekend that with Sunderland in the position they are in the Championship and West Ham looking, reasonably competent after the return, after bringing Moyes in, maybe Moyes isn't actually a terrible manager. Maybe he's totally fine. West Ham fans, though, they certainly think the blame lies elsewhere. They had banners at this match criticising Sullivan, Gold and Brady, saying they've done more damage to the East End of London than Hitler did. Let's just dig into the stats on that. Hitler's bombings caused around 40,000 deaths in London, with a further 80k injured.
Yeah.
So
maybe not the best thing to say.
I'd say overall, bringing in Andre Ayew for 20 mil, it's not exactly the same. Yeah. But also, they got them a free move to a massive stadium, which they don't deserve because they're a trash club. By the way, have you noticed that whenever anybody on Twitter is tweeting at Sky Sports, women presenters being like, "Oh, you look nice, darling," they've always got the Hammers in their thing. They just love it. They're just like, "Oh, there are 2 things I love, like the irons and harassing women online." Anyway, just a little fun one to end it. According to the people behind Opta Joe, that's obviously a Twitter account we use to get a lot of our stats for this show. Apparently 14% of Firmino's goals this season have been no-look ones.
Oh, God, that's mental.
That probably means 2 goals, though, doesn't it? So
still,
it's fake fact.
Our last loser comes from Yada, and it's Swansea City. Why, Pato? Why? Tell me why.
They managed to lose to Brighton, but not just lose them, they got battered 4-1 by Brighton. And Brighton are a team who, genuinely might not know where the goals are. They're dreadful. They're back in the relegation zone, Swansea, now. Anyway, that's their 15th loss of the season. That's the most in the league, unsurprisingly. And the thing is, nobody expected this result before the match because since Carlos Carvalho took charge, they'd won 14 points. They won 4, drawn 2, lost 1. That's 1 more point than they recorded in their 20 games before his arrival. And to be honest, it wasn't the same sort of loss as we were seeing under Clement. It wasn't just there was absolutely nothing going on and they had no chance. In this match, they had 52% possession, they had 11 shots to 16, but they did only put 1 on target, whereas Brighton got 5 on target. Their best player was Jordan Ayew, which is never a sentence you particularly want to hear. He hit the woodwork from his only shot, completed 2 dribbles, but he did make 7 tackles, which as a striker is bananas. That was actually the most on the pitch.
Ridiculous.
But that shows what Carvajal's trying to do, right? He's using his forward players to slow down attacks, and at least the team is working. You can kind of see the rudiments of a side that could beat the drop, but Jesus Christ, if you're not beating teams like Brighton, you're probably going down.
I'll tell you why they're not beating teams like Brighton. Because of one man and one man only, Glenn Murray. He scored
terrible.
Twice, mate. He scored twice.
He's Bush. He's so bad.
The Englishman has now scored 10 goals this season.
Didn't even know he was English. Had to ask that before we started shooting this section.
Only 4 other Englishmen have scored more this season. Kane, Sterling and Vardy and Rooney. Get him on the plane, mate. Get him on the plane to the World Cup.
I would love England to take Glenn Murray to the World Cup. Liverpool, Murray, Barry,
John Terry.
The dream team.
Oh, mate. Anyway, Pascal Gross, arguably Brighton's best player, recorded yet another assist. He's
Fantasy points.
Yeah, he's done very well for you. He's now contributed to 13 goals this season. A bit of a sour note, though, for Brighton. Lewis Dunk got his 4th own goal of the season after deflecting a Tammy Abraham shot. Yeah. He now has the joint most OGs by a player in a single season in the competition's history. Martin Skrtel got 4 in the 2013-14
The season that Liverpool nearly won the title. That's quality.
There's still time.
Apparently a goal in the Premier League is now worth roughly £2 million. So Lewis Dunk this season has been worth minus £8 million.
Oh, that is terrible.
What a bloke.
To be fair, there's still time. He can get that record.
No, I believe in him. He is clearly
Tammy Abraham came out on Twitter and just went and atted the Premier League. Just went, cheers. Because it was given to him.
Oh, that was good. Did he actually get it?
No, not in the end.
He's in my fantasy team. Tammy.
Brighton haven't lost now in 6 games, which means they're currently 12th place. However,
12th. Brighton.
There is only 11 points between 19th and 7th.
Yeah, I mean...
Anyone could be going down at this rate.
Yeah, think how bad Arsenal are. And Arsenal are still like 6 points clear or something of like 7th place.
Just about. Anyway, Brighton now face Arsenal next, while Swansea face the Hammers. Anyway, who do you think is going to get relegated? Let us know. Comments below. Cheers. So that's the end of winners and losers. Have we missed out on any results? Let us know in the comments below. Pato, what should they do next?
Head over to 90+1 Facts. If you want to learn a little bit more about Mo Salah, given the amazing season he's having, then we've got 90+1 Facts about Mo Salah. And try and get tickets to Hamilton, because it's actually very good. Very good.
Follow us as well on Twitter, Instagram. Oh, yeah. Just hit 3K on Twitter.
Twitter. I'm way behind Hamill. I have like 1,500 followers, fewer than Hamill.
Yeah.
Because he's a beggar.
I've got more.
He's
less
always
than
just
all
like,
of you.
oh, send in your winners and losers for a show. Whereas I'm out there like not talking about football. I'm talking about real like
life,
like the patriarchy and Black Panther.
The monarchy. Instagram as well. DM Pato, what do you think of his beard?
Yeah, that's good. Actually, do that.
Bye.
Bye.